All right, are we live? Are we live, party people? Hell yeah, you should be able to see me and hear me loud and clear. Loud and clear. All right, ladies and gents. So happy to be here. All right, just gonna wait a few seconds for everyone to connect. And I want to get started saying I just got someone ring on the door, party people, and I got a package from Slovenia right here. This is actually merch from one of my clients that I'm partnering with, so I'm pretty happy. Straight from Slovenia, so pretty cool, hey? Pretty. Just gonna wait a few seconds for everyone. All right. Are we ready? Do we have some people in here actually? Let me validate the stream is live. The stream is live. You're probably hearing me in double, but now I validated everything. Everything is fine, guys. I have my shirt. Yeah, you should be fine by now. I'm sorry for the feedback, Christopher. So, guys, I'm rocking the shirt from Quebec, from the Magdalen Island. I'm from Canada. I'm Dave. Look at this. Look how beautiful it is. I miss Magdalen Island, guys. This is not where I live, but look at this. I actually miss going there. I go there in the vacation every year, but I don't think I'm gonna go this year. Look at this. How beautiful is that? All right, this is completely off topic, and let's get going. Party people, I wanted to see people connect before going. So here we are. So welcome everyone to the Microsoft Copilot live training. Get started with Copilot. This is going to last roughly 45 minutes, 1 hour. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate you a lot. And so get started with Microsoft Copilot. So who am I? I am David 14. My motto is learn Excel the modern way. But since Microsoft Copilot came out, it's more like learn Copilot the modern way. Why the modern way? It's because I'm modern. I'm a fun guy. I'm not your typical accountant. So I'm trying to make all of this very fun. I go by the Piggy Bank Accountant. That's my YouTube handle. And by the way, I will ask you one thing right now. It is to subscribe to this very specific YouTube channel because you have a lot of trading content on this channel. I'm sorry for my voice. I'm losing it. I had a rough weekend at my hometown. So yeah, I didn't smoke any cigarettes. It's just the matter of life, you know. All right, I'm so energetic today. Let's get going. So why are we here, guys? We are here because this is a Google search I made actually a few days ago on June 11 for prompt engineering jobs, okay? And this is what I got. A lot of prompt engineer jobs are available on the market right now. And the goal is not for you to become a prompt engineer. What is a prompt? A prompt is simply you asking a question to AI, right? And I just wanted to show you why we're here because this company in Toronto is offering 70K to 150K for a full-time job in AI. So yes, this is where we at right now. The AI era is getting to us, so we have to embrace it or we have to be left behind. So if you're here listening to me right now, it's because you decided to learn AI, which is actually amazing. Congrats for being here and welcome, by the way. Just another search job website. So this is indeed a well-known website. So these guys are offering 5K euros per month for Gen AI prompt engineer. Why are we here still? Because Microsoft invested $13 billion in generative AI, including Copilot for Windows, including a lot of their Copilot tools. So AI is here to stay. All right, I hope you're convinced by now and you're going to listen to me for the next 45 hours. Let's get going, party people. So who am I? Just a few words on myself. and why you should listen to me and why you should care. I am David Fortin. I am a CPA, chartered professional accountant, and this is me during my accounting years, during my auditing years, where I was so naive, going into those big four accounting firms, working hundreds of hours in construction client and financial services clients. I did a lot of playing, working long hours, doing Microsoft Excel a lot. So it's just to highlight that I have a lot of experience in the business for 45 hours or 45 minutes, I should say. I'm sorry, Christopher. So this is me doing long hours on the plane, being in the corporate world for quite a while now, already more than 10 years. I'm getting old. And then I swapped to the tech industry. As you can see, I swapped my gear, my dress shirt for my bandana, going all in the FP&A. So all of these charts on Excel and all these budgeting strategies and all of that for a video game company. So I was managing budget of more than $200 million. Then I made the switch to a SaaS company, software as a service, where we raised $30 million in venture capital. This is my ex-boss, Felix, which I love. What's up, Felix? And then we exit this company for more than $200 million. It was not my company, so I didn't get $100 million for selling this company. It's just to tell you my experience in the corporate world. All of this done with Excel and PowerPoint. So I know the Microsoft suite pretty good. Let's say it like that. More recently, I made a switch, a full-time switch. So I'm now a full-time YouTuber teaching people Microsoft Excel and more lately Microsoft Copilot. As you can see, I have multiple videos up here. It's all of my thumbnails, and in the middle it is the stats of my breakout video, which is a 42 minutes course of a Microsoft Copilot, completely free. On top of that, I have courses on Udemy and on my personal platform where I taught to more than 5,000 students. All right, enough telling me who I am. I hope you get it by now. I'm an accountant that does Excel and Copilot, right? We have Jose in the chat giving me this emoji. By the way, tell me in the chat right now where you're from, and don't forget to like this video as well so it spreads to more people. I want to know where you are from. I'm pretty sure you got the link from LinkedIn, but I mean where you're from in the world. Thank you for showing up, everyone, and we're going to have a blast today. All right, so today's agenda. I'm sorry for my voice, guys. It's insane. I'm sorry. All right, so first we're going to go through the AI foundations, the AI basics a little bit. Then I'm going to give you a little more on Copilot, how it compares to ChatGPT. We're going to go through some definitions as well. Then I'm going to get into the real demo, the real example. I'm going to wear the bandana right here. And then we are having a Q&A session. We have time for a Q&A session. You can ask me any question that you want. So we have James from Ontario, fellow Canadian, what is up? And we have Kim Pham from Las Vegas. I really do wish I can go to Las Vegas at some point. Thank you for showing up, everyone. I hope you're gonna have fun. Feel free to have questions. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. Pop in the chat at any time. It will be a pleasure for me to answer. All right, before we get starting, I have one thing to ask you. I know I'm already asking you. I have put a link in the chat. I'm going to try to put it once again. It's a survey, okay? And it takes actually 1 minute to answer this survey. And please, I will really like if you could answer this survey. It takes 1 minute. There is 5 questions. One of them is optional, and it will just help me understand what's your current state with AI. Are you an AI pro? Do you use it every day? Do you keep wondering what you can do with AI? So please fill the survey right now as I'm talking, and I will tell you one anecdote why you should stay on this live stream right now. And the main reason is that because Apple and OpenAI is the company behind ChatGPT, Apple and OpenAI. So if you have an Apple iPhone right now, Siri is getting a steroids boost, right? So Siri is going to be much more powerful in a few months from now. So starting with iOS 18, actually on the fall, most of the phones, actually the most recent phone, I think it's starting with iPhone 15 Pro Max. So yes, if you're like me and have an old iPhone, you will have to get a new iPhone to get ChatGPT integrated with Siri. So ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, pretty similar, but we are in the AI era, party people, and Apple has just inked a deal with OpenAI. So Siri is coming with some more functionality and feature on your iPhone. So by now you should be done answering the survey, and let's get going. Let's get into the meat and bone of this meeting. All right, so what is AI? Let's get back to the foundations here. So AI is a computer science field that simulates the human intelligence to solve problems and perform tasks. This is the actual IBM definition, and I want to tell you that AI isn't new. You may think that AI is new, but it isn't new. All right, because here's an example of AI. As soon as you do a credit card transaction, there is AI involved into this. As soon as Netflix, Spotify, or YouTube suggest you some kind of video or something to watch based on your preferences or based on your watch history, this is AI, right? So everybody has witnessed AI in their lives up to today, but what is new is actually the generative AI. This is a new trend in AI. We've seen it popping left and right, so it is capable of generating text, images, or other media in response to prompts. And read here prompts, natural language. So what is a prompt? A prompt is the action of asking a question to the AI. So that comes with risk, right? So this gives the ability for your grandma that is not really tech savvy to actually use AI and actually believe into even more fake news and all that kind of stuff more than before. So this is danger. So I'm going to put a lot of disclaimer during this presentation. And how does AI work? So the AI works with a LLM, a large language model. So what is a large language model? Just compare it as a dictionary. It is something that is pre-trained, that has been fed information, that has been trained regarding certain behaviors, and it is going to help you predict the next word. So how I see the large language model and generative AI is a machine that predicts the next word based on your previous word. So it's a crystal ball. So let's say you say hello to the AI is going to have a look in its big dictionary, and most of the time when we say hello, the next word that comes after hello is how. And then the next word that comes after how is are. So the AI forecasts the next word. Hello, how are you? So that's how it actually works behind the scene. Just so now that you understand that when you prompt, you need to be really specific because it is based on what is actually existing in the language model, and it makes some kind of connections. Anyway, it is way more complicated than that, but I wanted to keep it simple. We have Jose in the chat saying, hearing you well from Paraguay. Hope everything goes well. Don't worry about your voice. Everything goes well until now. Can we like this comment from Jose, please? Give it a big heart in the chat. Thank you so much for the kind words. All right, so AI in a nutshell, AI with some images. So AI is actually a dictionary, as I said. So we have the LLM, and who's here to help with the LLM? I saw this in a previous YouTube video that is really amazing. It is Mr. Albert Einstein. You probably all know Mr. Albert Einstein. So Albert Einstein is in your basement, and he has all kind of different roles. Albert Einstein can be your doctor. Well, I don't recommend using AI if you're really sick, all right? He can be your lawyer, once again, please. And he can be your finance professional. He can be a content marketing pro. It can be really, really all kind of specialists. And then you just ask this little guy here, this little Albert Einstein, any question you might have, and he has different kind of dictionary. Read here the LLM, and the Albert Einstein is going to open the dictionary on a specific page depending on the role you give him and the questions you ask him. So the only limitation to AI is actually your imagination. I was about to say your intelligence, but yes, also your intelligence and your imagination. So I really like to compare AI to this analogy that I saw in a video from Enric. So AI is just like a magic box. So Copilot is a magic box that you can ask any question. Okay, can you come up with a story? I'm going to a school to tell a story to some kids. Can you write it for me? I'm writing an email. Here's the email. Can you help me with the email? I'm an accountant. I'm a marketing specialist. I'm an administrative assistant. Can you validate these grammar in my email? So it is some kind of magic box. You can even ask AI, especially Copilot, to make images, so build images for you. I'm sure by now you all saw images that were made by AI, and most of the time, let's say it like that, they're not that amazing, especially if you go with Copilot, but you know, it's just a start. We are getting there. All right, ladies and gents, but you know what? Here is the first disclaimer. AI is not so magic. You are a wizard, Harry, you know, but you start in the basement of your uncle or under the stairs for those who saw the movie. So AI is not so magic. You have to validate everything that it gives you back. You have to make sure you use your critical judgment and your professional judgment for AI. Okay, so just a quick disclaimer. So I wanted to ask in the chat here, who knows ChatGPT? It's really important. It's going to tell me how do we start this presentation right now, and it's going to help me shape up for the next things I'm going to tell you actually. So I'm just gonna have a quick sip of water and hope you guys participate in the chat. All right, we're gonna keep going. So we have people that probably know ChatGPT in here, and I wanted to make a quick comparison between the two. You've used ChatGPT, James, all right. ChatGPT is so powerful. I still use it on a daily basis, and sometimes I use Microsoft Copilot. So I just wanted to make a quick comparison. Once again, please make sure you hit that like button on this video. It's going to help the video spread to more people. We have View IT Training in the chat. Thank you so much, everyone, for showing up. It's really nice to have everyone in here, and thank you for listening to me. So real quick, I wanted to compare the two. So Copilot is made by Microsoft. I don't need to add anything here. The company behind your computer, the company behind Windows, behind PowerPoint, Excel, etc. And we have ChatGPT, which is the new kid on the block. Let's say it like that. It's made by OpenAI, a big company, which the CEO is Sam Altman, and we see him everywhere in the news. Or maybe it's only me because I watch everything on AI. And what's the difference between the two? I think that I would say that one difference is the security behind the thing. I don't want to go too deep into this, and I would like to tell you to, if you don't want your data to leak, don't put it into AI. But Microsoft really is committing to their commercial data protection policy. What does that mean? Is that mean that your prompts in Copilot when using a business license won't feed the LLM. You remember the dictionary I told you, the model? This is the main difference between the two tools. And now bouncing on that, the difference between the two tools is that Copilot is using a more recent dictionary, a LLM. It's using GPT-4. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, while ChatGPT is using a 3.5. Some of you will say, hey, Dave, they released a GPT-4o on ChatGPT. That's true, and I'm talking about the free version of the tool here. GPT-4o is just a stronger dictionary, faster, more memory, and all of that, but it is limited to some prompts, right? You only have 10 prompts a day or something like that. I'll get back to the LLM very soon, okay? What's really cool with Copilot, and things are changing really fast with AI, is that Copilot doesn't have a knowledge limit. It is a live-based AI, which means that if you ask a question to Copilot, who won the Stanley Cup in 2024, it's going to tell you the Florida Panthers because it happened 2 weeks ago, while ChatGPT it has a knowledge limit up to January 2022. And I think that we're seeing this changing right now. ChatGPT has become more intelligent, and in the recent weeks, it is actually searching the internet as well, but I'm not too sure. And OpenAI is not too clear about their clear policy. But Copilot is using their search engine, Microsoft Bing that no one uses. It's using this technology behind to feed Copilot, and this is where you get your answers basically. So, the Google of Microsoft is Bing, and before Copilot was called Bing Chat. Yeah, Bing Chat. But now this is something of the past. All right, so one thing that you need to understand is that ChatGPT, so OpenAI, is the company that made the LLM, the large language model, the dictionary. OpenAI made the GPT-4 and sold it to Microsoft, or actually told them, hey, you can use it. So it's a little bit inception. There is a little bit of ChatGPT everywhere, but it is not the same tool, but I would say it is really similar. All right, so I keep talking about the LLM. I just want to give you an analogy because that's what I do best. And my goal here with this webinar is that you get out of here and you remember stuff, right? I want you to remember stuff, and I want you to have this knowledge, right? So we have a large language model. We have a GPT 3.5 that is used by ChatGPT, and it is a Petit Larousse. What is a Petit Larousse? It's a French dictionary, and that's where we get all our words. So it's a dictionary, and we have GPT-4, which is a 2024 version of this same dictionary. So more strong, more memory, can generate images and stuff like that. So this is just another analogy of the LLMs, which is a dictionary. So we have those in the chat saying, makes me remember to Clippy from Microsoft on their beginnings. The new Clippy is Einstein. Guy, you're absolutely right. Microsoft Copilot is the new Clippy, but let's hope it's gonna stay longer, right? I was a little bit too young for Clippy, but I do remember it was somewhere in Microsoft Word. All right, so what is a Copilot? It is really important that you understand this nuance. Is for Microsoft, Copilot is anything that has AI integrated into it. So if you say Copilot to one of your colleagues, it doesn't mean anything because you'll be able to create any kind of Copilot with Copilot Studio. You'll be able to create a Copilot for finance, a Copilot for lawyer, a Copilot for HR. We have seen Copilot for sales, Copilot for Microsoft Dynamics. We've seen a lot of Copilots. So for Microsoft, a Copilot is just anything that has AI into it. And today we're going to talk about Microsoft Copilot. So this symbol here, the pink and, very colorful symbol, which I love, by the way. So this is what we're going to talk about today. And I want to highlight something, okay? There are two types of licenses. There is Copilot for individuals. This is what we're going to go through mainly today. So I have a Copilot for individuals license, and we have Copilot for organization, so Copilot for Microsoft 365. There is not a lot of difference between the two, okay? Don't worry about it. We're gonna go for individuals today, but you're gonna get a lot of value still. And what I want to tell you is that there's a free version of Copilot, and don't worry, with the free version, you can do most of the things. Don't worry about it. And there's a pro version that costs 20 US per month. This is the one I'm rocking right now. I don't think it's worth it though. Don't buy the Copilot Pro yet. Okay, let's at least wait at the end of this presentation. And you have Copilot for 365. So let's start with the free version. On the very far left of this chart right here, we have the foundational capabilities that is available for all three versions. So what is the foundational capabilities? Is just like you saw with ChatGPT or regular Copilot. So the possibilities to generate emails, draft content marketing, make your peer evaluation for HR, make a content matrix. So all of this, generate images, all of that. All three are web grounded. As I said, it can search the internet from last week or even yesterday or even this morning. And then we have the commercial data protection. Once again, if you don't want your data to leak, your confidential data, please don't put it in there. Make sure you consult the Microsoft IT security policy. And then we have the priority model access. This is just the dictionary you're going to use. So they say that with Copilot Pro, if you pay, you'll always be on the latest GPT model. So faster, more memories and all of that. The real difference where I think it is almost worth it to pay for Pro is that if you want it integrated in your 365 apps such as Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote, you have to pay, okay? But I use this a lot so far, and I don't think it is really worth it, except for maybe Excel and PowerPoint. So I'll try to show some of it today, right? If we have time, we shall have time. But don't go crazy and click on the buy button. This is a new tool, this is a new product, and it needs improvement. I'm in discussion with Microsoft. I'm actually talking to them tomorrow, and they are improving, they're gathering feedback, they're really proactive, and it is going well. If you have the organizations, of course, you will unlock the Copilot in Teams. And if you have the organizations, you go with the Microsoft Graph Grounding, which acts such as, Google in your internal SharePoint. So if you want to search document or create a PowerPoint presentation based on a Word document that is located in your SharePoint, I really see this such as an internal Google search. Let's say it like that, more intelligent. I didn't try it much in organizations, but yeah. And then for Copilot Pro, they have removed the GPT builder, but that's more advanced. And for organization, you have a Copilot Studio. We have a question in the chat for Christopher. Doesn't the paid version allows you to protect your data from being used by Microsoft, whereas the free is then used by Microsoft to expand its AI? It's a really great question. I'm not sure that they are using, with the free version, I'm not sure that they are using your data still. I know with ChatGPT, you are feeding the LLM, but I'm not sure with Microsoft, because you see here, you have the commercial data protection even with the free version. What I know with the paid version, it's not even the paid version, it's the 365 version. That's a big difference to understand. This is where you have the enterprise grade data protection. So it means you won't have any recent chat history, and you won't be able to go back to your recent chat. So as Christopher is saying in the chat here, when you have Copilot for organizations, Copilot, Microsoft doesn't have any eye-on access on your prompts. Once again, this is brand new for me as well. I asked Microsoft if I could have a chat with them to ask more about their security. But when it comes to company, their security and their AI, they don't want to tell you too much. So right now, Christopher, my advice to everyone is be very careful, but I don't see it any different as you having Excel files from your clients in your SharePoint. This is the same security. This is the same Microsoft Graph Grounding. So I don't really see it any different, right? So great question from Christopher in the chat. All right, this is just to show you, this is a little bit inception, but this is me making this presentation. I want to show you at the top, when you pay for Copilot Pro, you have a button that pops here. And when you click, and I'll show you eventually, it pops a pane and you are able to prompt Copilot in the actual 365 apps, in this case, the PowerPoint presentation. All right, I hope everyone is having fun. Make sure you ask your question in the chat. We're already 30 minutes in. We have a few minutes left, and now we're getting to the meat of this meeting. It is demo time. Let's go, party people. If you thought it was time to sleep today, it is not time to sleep, okay? It is time to have fun with Microsoft. I want to remind you to hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel, because I release a lot of videos, and all of them is to help you to be more productive at work on Excel and Microsoft Copilot. All right, so what we're gonna do for the demo, we are going to build a marketing plan. Then I'm going to draft a professional email using Microsoft Copilot. Then I am going to ask Copilot, what are the HR best practices? Then I'm going to draft a contract using Microsoft Copilot. And if you want to get started today, you just go to copilot.microsoft.com, copilot.microsoft.com. You log in with your Microsoft account and you start prompting, okay? So we're gonna go in microsoft.copilot.com. Just a quick tips, I always have this bookmark here. So when I click on my home button, it brings me to the Copilot. I have the Pro version, but it won't change anything for the current demonstration, all right? So just a quick interface overview, okay? So we have Copilot, your everyday AI companion. And if we scroll down a little bit, we have a disclaimer here, really important. Copilot uses AI, check for mistakes, okay? I will repeat. Copilot uses AI, check for mistakes, all right? I hope this is clear by now. All right, just kidding, guys. Just kidding, guys. Just a real quick overview of the interface. You have Copilot GPTs here. You won't need is just some pre-trained transformer, generative pre-trained transformer that does the best task. If you want to vacation plan, you can click on this one. I never really tried it. I always use the default one. And you have your chat history here, your recent chat history. As you can see, my recent chat history was to grammar correction, affiliate proposal, Microsoft Copilot introduction, create a marketing plan. I use Copilot every day, guys, multiple times a day. Look at my recent chat history. I keep scrolling. I'm not lying here. I am the real deal when it comes to Copilot knowledge. I use it every day of my life. Okay, enough. So now you have to choose a conversation style. To be honest with you, this is just the temperature. The higher the temperature, the more conservative is AI. I always mess that up, or maybe it's lower, you know, but you have 3 modes: creative, balanced, and precise. If you want to find facts, so you want AI to be, hey, don't be conservative a little bit. You just click on this one, everything becomes green, and that's it, that's all. I always use the creative, or most of the time, and then I will ask a question to Copilot. It's simple, just like you will talk to your mom. Could you please make me a marketing plan? And then I will just hit submit right here, and boom, we enjoy the show. Copilot tells me a marketing plan. I'm not a pro in marketing, but I can tell that what he gives me makes some sense, right? It gives me a contingency plan, it gives me a marketing budget, and then what Copilot tells me, it is really important. It tells me, remember, this is a template and should be customized to fit your specific business needs. I'll scroll up a little bit, and here we go. Copilot told me, here's a marketing plan outline. Here's the executive summary, the market analysis. It integrates a SWOT analysis, target market. So everything that I need to get started, right? It is a good draft. But for this presentation to be more clear to follow, I don't want to make you very dizzy and very confused, keep prompting and losing your time. I really do value your time. So of course, I prepared some stuff here, okay? So what I did is I actually prepared all the 4 prompts I told you about. So I asked Copilot here, could you create a marketing plan? It was a few days ago. And I want to tell you that this is not a good prompt. I see a lot of people asking questions like that, but Copilot needs some details, right? So this is a bad prompt. You need this kind of prompt. So here we go. I asked Copilot at the top here, could you create a marketing plan for me? I gave it a goal, and then you can stop there. But the results you're gonna get will be much worse than if you add what I'm going to tell you next. I'm going to add a context here. I work in a video game company. Could you adapt that marketing plan? I would love to have 6 very detailed steps, and that you adapt the language for a company in the entertaining space. Okay, here we go. If you will meet someone on the street that don't know your job or your work, will you just ask him, hey, could you come over to my house? No, you will give him context, goal, and who you are, right? Hey, come over to my house. I'm selling lemonades. I have a lemonade stand for more than 4 years now, and I want to know if my new flavor is good, right? This is context, right? So just remember the lemonade. All right, back to my example here of my video game marketing plan. Here's the expectation. We will present the plan to an executive team so it has to be sharp. And I just want to highlight the difference of what Copilot gave me. So here's the answer from Copilot. It tells me, certainly, here's a tailored 6-step marketing plan for your video game company. And if I switch to the second red box here, understand the player behavior and preference. The third box here, objective, establish a unique identity within the gaming industry. Decide on game genres, platforms, PC, console. So Copilot really tailored my results of my prompt. So please be specific and use a GCSE formula, goal, context, source, expectation. We didn't use any of the source in this one, but that will be maybe later. All right, second example. This is the human resource example. I'm Dave. I'm brand new at a company and I need to work in HR, but I never worked in HR before. And out of a sudden, I'm the HR leader. I am the HR manager director. Oof, that's a tough one, right? So here I ask my best friend Copilot to brainstorm a little bit. I am a rookie in human resources management. I just got a new job and they asked me to implement the new best practices in terms of human resources. Could you help me with the first 5 things I will need to put in place? And I don't want to go through all of the details here, but first thing first, Copilot cites its sources at the bottom here. So if I want to go ahead and click on the link, it's going to bring me to the website where I can read more about this topic. So Copilot, I asked 5 topics or 5 steps. It gave me 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, is this good? Is this perfect? Good, maybe. Perfect, not at all. It's just a great start, right? All right, third use case, the contract. Could you help me draft a contract? And this is actually a real use case, by the way, because I'm David, I'm a content creator. If you want my help to create educational content for your company to be hosted on your platforms or my platforms, feel free to reach out. I have a lot of knowledge on YouTube and I think that I make decent videos. Anyway, humble brag. Could you help me draft a contract? I am a content creator and I build videos for a company. I like if you could write me a contract for my business. And then I give a lot of information, my business, and I give my business address. And the business is called, oh my God, AI will steal my job. The contract object is the creation of 4 videos themed on Microsoft Copilot and Excel trainings. Can you make sure you cover basic contracts, clauses such as deliverables, usage rights, and payment terms? I'll review the rest. Copilot is not your lawyer. Copilot is not your lawyer. I can't say this word in English, right? But here is the result. How beautiful is that? It drafts you a contract. It's going to help you save hundreds of dollars on lawyers, and you can maybe bring this contract to your lawyer. Hey, can you have a check? This is a first draft, and here you go. This is what the lawyers do nowadays, guys. They use AI to generate contract and they put the context into it. So they have the knowledge to review it, of course. And then I wasn't satisfied with the answer. I asked Copilot, could you add way more to it so I'm sure I'm protected? And I want to highlight what Copilot gave me here: 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, ownership, usage rights, credit. And in the compensation field here, fee, payment schedule, late payments. Guys, this is a real life use case. I built a contract for a company in Poland and we are inking the contract right now. This is not the contract that you saw on the screen, but this is real life use case. This is how it works nowadays. And I hope you're getting values out of this today. Tell me in the chat how you're doing. All right, so that was 4 use cases of AI. Now let's get into Copilot in PowerPoint. And what I did for this is I pre-recorded a video a few weeks ago and I'm going to hide my face, but I'm still here, okay? And I'm going to hit play and voiceover. You probably still see my face here. Hello, I'm Dave. You just don't see me, but you hear me. All right, we're gonna hit play. All right, so here we go. I'm in PowerPoint and I'm clicking on Copilot at the top in the ribbon. I have a pane that pops to the right and I ask Copilot, could you create or could you make a presentation about David Forden, a CPA that runs the YouTube channel Piggy Bank Accountant? And I want you to take care here. Could you make a presentation? And at the top here, I could have clicked on create a presentation. And that's where you need to learn how to prompt. Because if I ask Copilot, could you make a presentation? You will see right here, it didn't understand my prompt. But there is really a prompt that I should have used, which is create a presentation about. So I then clicked on it, or I just typed it again, and then I copy pasted my prompt. And I told Copilot that I was David Fortin, that I'm a CPA, that I have a LinkedIn, and I asked Copilot, I want 10 slides maximum, right? And right now, this is real live, real time. Shall I say, like, I didn't accelerate, I didn't cut anything. This video is 2 minutes long, and Copilot is loading, and it's telling me I'm working on it. I'm having a look, and you will see the results here in a few seconds, and it's quite funny, I would say. So here it is, David Fortin, a 85 years old accountant, and I'm the piggy bank accountant. If I go here, it just gave me a very generic presentation. It says here that I have a YouTube channel that it gives video tips on personal finance, which is not true. And I make videos such as 5 tips for saving money or investing for beginners. And this is actually not true. This is completely false. It tells that I have over 10 years of experience in the field, which is true. And it tells here that my YouTube channel has over 100,000 subscribers. I wish, and that's why you should subscribe. So as you can see, Copilot made 10 slides, but I would say that these 10 slides were more generic content, more randomly generated. I still do think it's a great way to start, a great kickoff, I would say, or right? I'm not sure if it's worth it. You guys judge it by yourself. There are a lot of different features in Copilot in PowerPoint. I actually made some PowerPoint with Copilot Pro. It is helpful, but it is perfect. Not yet. I'm sure it's going to get better though. I want to go real quick through this example here. I want to show you that Copilot is not so magical. Hey, what's up, Woobsy in the chat, man? Welcome in, my guy. So I asked Copilot here, could you help me create a matrix evaluation criteria? I want 3 levels from beginner to advanced as Collins. I want to evaluate my team as a boss. And I told Copilot on the rows, I want to highlight the competencies a great accountant should have, such as technical skills, soft skills, etc. I want at least 5 competencies. Once again, giving a lot of context, giving examples, be specific, really important. Here, Copilot didn't give me what I really wanted. It started to give me some evaluation criteria, but in a list. So I told Copilot, can you present it as a matrix format? And here it is. We have beginner at the left, intermediate, advanced, technical skills, soft skills, everything I asked in a matter of seconds. How crazy is that? How crazy is that, right? And I can click on the Excel button here and it sends it to Excel in a matter of a click, Excel online. I'm seriously, guys, like this era is crazy we're living up. I can't remember we were flipping phones in like 10 years ago, triple clicking on a single letter to have the letter C, you know? Anyways, so I asked Copilot, can you add 2 more levels and also add 5 more competencies? Copilot told me, let's expand the matrix by adding 2 more levels, novice and expert, which it did. See here, novice, expert, and including additional competencies, which Copilot didn't do. As you can see, didn't add anything here. So I was a little bit mad about Copilot. I told it, hey, you've added 2 more levels, which is fine, but you didn't add any more competencies. I said, can you add competencies? And then I gave example. Copilot told me, certainly let's expand the matrix by adding 5 more competencies. Once again, AI is not perfect. It only added 1. It added the Excel skills, but still the content to this is pretty cool, pretty accurate. So again, Copilot is not perfect, but I wanted to tell you the limitations as well. It's not only, you know, the little pink glasses. So I wanted to tell you this. All right, we're almost done. I have one more thing to tell you here. It is Oh, 1 second. Here we go. So I want to put something in the chat here. I want to introduce you my course. That was the content for today, but here is what you can do more starting right now. The Copilot Essentials from AI Beginner to Proficient course, which is a course I made. I put a lot of hours. And today, since you have shown up to the webinar, I want to sell it to you for half of the price with the coupon Copilot 50 that will expire in 24 hours. It is a little gift to you for having showing up on the webinar. It is a 2 hours class that you do on your own pace, a lot of videos. You know, when I do videos, they are high quality. If you don't know me yet, I love making videos and I make them the best possible. What is the content of the course? First, I'm going to explain to you in more details what is Microsoft Copilot. Then we're going to compare the free with the pro version with example. Then I'm going to give you Copilot housekeeping rules. What is rough right now is understanding how to use Copilot, what are the use cases, and also to develop the reflex when to use Copilot, right? Then we're jumping into the prompting school. I'm going to go through the perfect prompt formula in details, the goal, context, source, expectation formula, the Copilot do's and don'ts, how you can replace Google with Copilot, and how to draft professional emails in a really detailed manners, and also way many more prompt examples, such as how to prepare for important meetings. We're going to go through the free features of Copilot, such as generating images with DALL-E, or summarizing videos with Copilot in Edge, or summarizing PDF by instance, and also how to use Copilot on your phone. So much to discover with Copilot and so much productivity to embrace. As you can see here, all of these thumbnails, I made them myself. It represents the quality of the course. Super, super great, detailed videos, and much more about the 365 apps as well. So here we go. I know that not everyone is learning with videos only. So I made a detailed resource guide in this course. So you have the Copilot cheat sheet that has been downloaded by more than 600 people right now, which I think is pretty sick. The Copilot explained to kids, so we have other analogy so you can understand Copilot better. We have the Copilot 10 use cases to speed up your productivity, Copilot free versus pro cheat sheet, Copilot do's and don'ts, Copilot versus ChatGPT, and much more PDF for you to keep forever. So who's this course for? It is for professionals that are currently beginners with AI and want to become proficient with AI, and you don't have any risk because I have the 14-day money back guarantee. If you buy the course, you follow it, you're not happy, you send me an email. Dave, I didn't like the course because XYZ. I didn't think it was what I bought, and I will just, don't ask any question. I will refund you right now. I don't want your money. I want you to be satisfied, learn something, and be more productive at work. And then you share this course with your friends and you're saying, hey, I just followed the best course out there. It's Dave, a CPA, that is giving it. Here is the link. And that's going to be my best marketing. I don't care of the money right now, but I need to live and I do this full time. By the way, there is a super thanks on the YouTube. By the way, if you want to just give a few dollars of tips of this video that was completely free, brought to you by the best CPA in Canada, but that's another topic. All right, we're almost done, guys. What is the learning objectives of this course that I'm trying to talk to you about right now? It's to gain a comprehensive understanding of what AI is, understand what is Copilot and how it functions as an AI tool. I want you to develop the skill to craft effective prompts for Copilot. Apply Copilot to draft professional emails, utilize it for decision making, and leverage it to prepare for important meeting. I want you to also understand the limits of the Copilot, right? You saw it in this presentation. It is not always perfect, and it is not a perfect tool every time. AI makes mistakes, right? All right, and you'll understand how you can use Copilot in the PowerPoint, Teams, Excel, Word, Outlook, and OneNote apps. All right, enough talking about this course. The link is in the chat. Please use the code right now. Click on the link. If you're not happy, you can refund it. I gave my art to this course. Please follow the course. Leave a testimonial. Right now, people that have followed it are really, really, really happy. And I really want to improve this course. And I want it to be the #1 Copilot course on the market. And I will keep making these kind of webinars pretty often. By the way, I will have a 3 days onboarding Copilot challenge that will get here very soon. And if you have any idea of what you will be interested, feel free to drop them by email. I will drop my email in the chat as well. You reach out to me, okay, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Feel free to reach out, guys. I just love talking to people, as you can see. So yeah, I really want to be here to help you. And I can even give training to your company. If you have followed this Copilot course and you want multiple licenses, like 25 by instance for your whole team, let me know. We can arrange a deal, maybe a lower discount for, you know, volume buy, or I can prepare a personal, tailored, very, very specific presentation for you guys. So View IT Training in the chat says, thank you, very useful. Thanks to you for showing up. Thanks Kim Fam for showing up. Thank you everyone. I'm going to live stream again next week. It's going to be the same content though, but stay tuned. Follow me on LinkedIn. I will post a lot of content. If you don't have any questions, it's my time to tell you goodbye, and we'll catch you pretty soon. And thank you so much for showing up, everyone. I'm Dave. I'm